Hello, welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and this is Dark Knight's Death Metal Rise of the New God #1. You got all that? It's a little bit on the wordy side. Cool looking cover, though. I gotta admit, that looks pretty cool. You're looking are those apocalyptic fire pits and nuclear bombs going off? Who knows? Does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. This is a weird book. So we start off basically with everybody going, oh snap, because oh snap, right? I mean, look, after the events of the last couple issues of Death Metal and all its various spin-offs, Shadow Homeboy here has unlimited cosmic power. We are definitely going into some, oh boy, I'm going to punch the universe and break it kind of stuff here. And guess what happens? He punches the universe to break it. And the stuff that's going on with all the more human characters at the beginning, it feels good, it feels right, it feels like it should. But here we are, what, 2/3 of the way or something through the death metal storyline, and they've introduced this character, who, well, he's Cosmic Ghost Rider if you look at him, but he's not. He's an author self insert, or an editorial self insert or something. He's the guy here that's going to tell us that the story we're looking at in this comic book is a good story. Does that make sense to you? Do you get what I'm saying? It's not that this character is someone you've ever seen before. He's not. He's a new character. What they're doing here is positing that the DC multiverse, hold on, is built like this. You've got a bunch of little worlds. They're inside the multiverse. The multiverse is inside some kind of bigger structure, and then outside of that is something else entirely. And this dude is from out here, and he's come all the way in here to record the death of the multiverse. So it's you've got the multiverse. I think they said that the multiverse, and then here's the bleed between worlds or whatever. Or maybe the bleed was out here. I don't remember how the DC organizes all this, but you got the multiverse, you got some kind of omniverse, you got the source. This guy's a functionary from the source, and so he rolls in to come and check out the multiverse and see what's happening in here. He's here to chronicle it, kind of like a Watcher from Marvel. Watchers are, I guess, Watchers are usually linked to a particular world and not like the omniverse or multiverse or Marvelverse or whatever as a whole. But his job is to just roll in and record, to learn what's going on. And so he visits various places and stuff to go do that. He pops into the prison at Themyscira, makes fun of the Joker. That was actually pretty good. Let me find that real quick for you. He totally just deflates the Joker's bubble. There's the Joker. Oh, you must be the Batman who stuck his head in the oven. And then he just is like, no, I'm not showing this to you because I'm showing too much of the book. I've already showed you 5 pages at this point. No, you are cosmically insignificant. A strange nuisance in your world. It's a wonder they allow you to survive. Hey! Then he goes and he talks to the Psycho Pirate, who, do you remember the original Crisis? Yeah, he was instrumental in that. And he remembers it. He remembers it. So he's just recording the history. He's got this device that's doing a lot of the work, but he's also ripping memories and thoughts out of people's heads while he's doing it. And I'm not going to kind of go into what he does towards the end of the book, but he does deviate from that strict business-like approach, because this whole thing is really him commenting on This universe is different from other universes. In other universes, it's just people, and then they have a bad time, and the world falls apart, and entropy wins. Whereas here he's like, these stories are unfinished. They're so vibrant and alive. It can't be the end. They're being cut off unnaturally. And so there's just a whole lot of commentary like that. 20, whatever, 30 pages, who knows however long this book is. There's a bunch of pages of that kind of stuff in here. And unless this dude like somehow becomes actually important to what's going on, I'm not sure any of this material was necessary. Like this feels really superfluous. There's a backup story in the back with Green Lanterns, also feels entirely, completely unnecessary to exist. It doesn't need to be there. It doesn't need to actually be written down. It's like the whole story. In fact, I guess kind of for both of these, you could summarize both these stories very quickly in just a couple of panels in Death Metal number 5. And I'm sure when we get to Death Metal number 5, that's exactly what they're going to do. Is they're just going to be like, yo, this is what happened. This dude showed up and he did thing X, Y, and Z, and then the Green Lanterns did thing Q. And that's going to be it. You'll be done. You know, maybe we'll show, maybe they'll reuse some of the art. The art in here is pretty good. It's a shame it's kind of wasted on what feels like a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. Having said that, the backdrops that this guy is checking out, because every so often, like, he's just like, boom, and he's looking around, and it's just like them two fighting. That stuff is pretty cool. Like, I gotta admit, I like this cosmic level warfare stuff, man. It's a hoot. Although it's kind of like, reminds me of like the Infinity Gauntlet when the Celestials are like throwing planets at an infinite power source. It's like, are you guys sure that smashing a planet into something that's more powerful than you is actually going to hurt it? The answer there was, of course, no. What the answer here is, probably also a no, but I guess we won't know until the end of the story, will we? Boy, that does look pretty cool, doesn't it? All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you again next time. Till then, bye bye.